Okay, the definition of a CE20 image quality sensor abnormality. That's what is in the service manual. Now, what it is generally going to be in one of these machines, like a 3505 all the way up into the 15 series, it's going to be a transfer belt. You can have jamming problems. You could get this code. It could be the cleaning unit is clogged up. It also could be just dirty sensors. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to pull all this stuff out and what to check to see what there might be an issue with. So one thing also that can cause a CE20 is just a bad drum unit. You got a drum unit where the developer unit has seized up and is not turning, or it's not turning properly. You can also, it will not put the color right on a patch that goes onto the transfer belt, which the transfer belt, there are sensors in there that read the patch that goes onto the transfer belt. Let me show you how to get into some of the things that will cause this problem. All right, so we'll go over the drums first. You'll go in, open up the front door, pull out your waste toner bottle, and then you've got your drum unit, and you'll just inspect and make sure that this is turning properly. If you're fairly certain that all of these are working properly, by the way, if you need to get the black out, you need to release the transfer belt lever right there so that this one will come out. Otherwise, this one is not going to want to come out. Okay. One of the problems also that can cause the CE20 is this cleaning unit over here. And that will be because this toner box gets full and gets backed up. And that's from people pulling it in and out and not replacing it when it's supposed to. So you'll reach down in here, there's a little lever right there, and this section will come out. And a lot of times what you can see is, if you'll look in there, you can see that little coil all the way down the center right there. That literally will get tied up into a knot. And then you'll have to get that untangled. And the way you can do that is this right here, this little section right here, this whole section. If you pry right there, this whole section will twist off, and then you can pull this out, and you'll see it'll be all compacted up with toner. And you need to clean all that out so that you can so that this thing will not bind up anymore. Now, once you determine that it's not the drum or the transfer cleaning unit, then you'll pull this section. This section will already be out, and then we'll come around here to the side, and we want to get the transfer belt out. So we will lower transfer release lever right there. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the fuser unit out. And that's going to be with two little levers right here and here. And then this comes right out. And then we're going to unscrew these two right here. And then right down here, there's going to be a lever. You pull that and that releases it. Okay. Now we're just going to take and put our hands on the two screws, move that down out of the way, pull this right up, and then grab the sides and slide this right out. Now what you'll want to do is you'll want to inspect this belt and make sure that there's no damage done to it, because if there's damage done to it, it will obviously be one of the problem that you're having with that CE20. Now, the sensors that I was talking about, they're going to be down, and you can see all this toner right here. They're going to be down up underneath here. And you see that little clear plastic thing right there? That's going to be one of them. And then there'll be another one right there. And you'll just open this up and clean those. Now, there is another fault that these machines have, and it's where this solenoid up underneath there, right there, the arm and the spring break off and this doesn't open up. And that is pretty detailed to go into, but I will just say that if you do that, have that problem, you're probably going to want to call your service representative because it's going to be pretty difficult to do. But there's your sensors that read the transfer belt. Get those nice and clean. And between making sure that there's no damage done to that transfer belt, there's no damage done to your drum units, and that your cleaning unit is not all clogged up, between all of those, that will take care of your CE20.